Okay, I decided to try out YouTube. There's this woman, her name is Naomi77. I don't know, I didn't happen to, I was actually looking up depression and all that, but thought I'd check it out, and I was on the computer forever last night. And I thought I'd try this out. And the reason why I'm doing this is because she showed me her life in the past 2 years, roughly, I'm guessing. So I'm going to try this out. I'm into shooting myself. It's a sport for me. I do a lot of clay shooting, and I'm trying to get into handgun competitions. Right now the weather's kind of shitty out here, but this is the area where we shoot at. I'm going through all the 22 round casings from last year that were left out over winter. And, you know, a lot of 22 rounds get spent at, or gets a lot of 22 rounds that we eject that haven't been discharged. We leave over the winter, and sorry, trying to keep the camera on me. I haven't slept. Leave over the winter, and then we clean them up during springtime and get ready for a new season. We did a lot of this last year. Had a few other people out here. I got some cool videos I'd like to download as soon as I get around to it. Right now I'm in between work. We're in a recession. Our country is. I'd be Canada. If any of you viewers are from Canada and are a welder like myself, probably understand where I'm at. I live in Alberta, outside of Calgary, which is a fairly large city. It's not the capital of our province, but it's the second biggest. I still think it's the first. A little small town called High River, and our place that we shoot at is about 2 minutes out of town, so pretty fortunate to keep this. So I come out here, I'm going to make this a practice every year and clean up all the new shell casings. Anyways, that's my pile right there. Trying to sort them out. Those are the bad ones from last year and recently. Those are the good ones. I think they're good. Over here we got our cans. And this area here is where we trap at. This is kind of the area here. So when it gets pretty cold or windy out here, this acts as an awesome shelter. And these trees over here, they go pretty big, so the wind doesn't affect us too much. And it's actually fun when we get clays out in this area here, because when the wind picks it up, it actually picks it up, or it can pick it up down, so it makes it pretty much challenging. So yeah. So I thought I'd try this out and see how it favors. It was 75 minutes ago, as you can see. Got some major cloud cover coming in, so I'm going to go find the nearest lagoon, drinking hole, and have myself a few beers after I finish cleaning up all this. My shooting partner, he's not big on doing this. He's older. He's 60-some years old. He's dating my mom. He wouldn't fucking lay off me last year, excuse the language. So I hooked him up with my mom, and they've been together almost a year now. So I get the chore of coming out here and cleaning up this mess, because he's busy. Anyways, I'm going to keep it really short right now, and I'll throw some other videos on, try and update some newer ones. And Naomi, if you do look on this, this is what I look like. This is kind of the idea. I loved your video, how you showed, well, you've also got some good talent with the video thing, because you wanted to be a photographer and all that, eh? But I love the fact that you showed your area and where you lived, you know, and there's no fear in doing something like that. Like for me, I own firearms, eh? If any of you idiots decide to do something foolish, you're doing the wrong thing. And I'm hoping I get a lot of people who are into firearms come onto this site and check it out and leave some comments, because I'm quite interested in restricted firearms. In Canada, we're calling restricted firearms, which means the possession of handguns. Anything that looks like a military-style weapon is a restricted weapon. And it's a barrel length, too, that deals with the restricted weapons. My license I carry right now is unrestricted, so I'm legal to carry and transport rifle-type firearms, so anything that's over 12 inches long. I own a 12-gauge semi-automatic and a semi-automatic 22. So usually when we come out here, I said I was going to keep this short, but I'm just going to keep babbling because I'm going to be here forever. Fooling around with these freaking shell casings. What was I getting at? Oh yeah. So I own a 12-gauge and a 22, and I do want to get some more, but unfortunately I'm on employment insurance right now until I can find a job, which I'm working on here right now. Trying to get a fairly decent job here so I can get back into this handgun and get into my restricted license. So here in Canada, where I'm at, I'm not allowed to bring my restricted firearms to this place where we shoot. We have to be in a certified firearm range, and I disagree with that because part of it I'm doing this is because I'm looking for responsible shooters, and I feel I'm a responsible shooter. However, I do understand the fact that people misuse and abuse firearms, and it really makes it difficult for guys like myself and my partners who come out here and shoot and would like to enjoy the ability to shoot the restricted firearm, which is the handguns and rifles that are under 12 inches, the barrels that are under 12 inches. So, you know, I'm hoping that the new government we have, they want to bring in, I've heard, it's just a rumor, I've been looking at a few other sites, that they want to get rid of the restricted license, period, and go back to the old days, which I disagree. I agree that we should have the license, and people who have criminal records should be exempt from obtaining firearms for a certain amount of time until, you know, they wise up a bit, because their lack of wisdom isn't prudent, obviously, in their way of thinking. So, and the other reason why I'm doing this is because Naomi, she has a lot of issues, and I would like people to understand something about firearms, that they are lethal. That's one reason why we made them. They're made to, you know, take out things that, well, back in the old days, you know, like hunting, right? You couldn't sit there and trap forever. It'd take forever when you could see that fucking buck 100 miles away or whatever, and take him over with a punch with a firearm. But they are lethal, and I totally respect the firearm. And like I said, anybody who's interested in firearms and is a respectful shooter, I'd love to hear your comments and what you have to say, and you voice your opinion, even if it's bad. I can always ignore it. It's really easy. But if I don't respond to any of your comments, oh well, get over it. You know, it's not a big deal. It's not the end of life. What else do I want to say? Yeah, I'm going to really enjoy this summer because it's all something new. And one of my buddies last year, we were out here, he's a big wig at Cargill, which happens to be a U.S. company as well. And he's from the States, and he's trying to get his weapons acquisition here. And there's a lot of difficulties, but you know, it's up to him if he wants to do it. And he's a very respectable man when it comes to firearms, and he's grown up around them. And that's the shitty thing about obtaining such licenses. I feel that it hinders. It's a deterrent, and it hinders people who actually enjoy it. And unfortunately, they don't get their license, and that really sucks. But I mean, if they really want it, they can get it, right? That's all about determination on their part. Myself, I had a criminal record. I'm not going to get into huge specifics about it because I've obtained my license now for over a year. You know, I've been a good boy. It was mishandling of a firearm as a youth. So, you know, people who do foolish things like that suffer the consequences, and I wasn't able to obtain a firearm for 5 years. I thought it was 10, so I actually went 8. So I went past the requirement of what it was, and at 34, you know, I've been able to obtain my firearms license now, and I'm around proper shooters, and they have the knowledge behind them to educate people, or re-educate them, because bad habits are best, like smoking. Trying to get rid of that is not easy. So I enjoy this a lot, and I'd really like to keep my friends out here. But like I said, I have some friends who are having difficulties obtaining their licenses, and I think the references And if people were able to show what they're doing, like if I came out here with this camera like I did now and took it to Chief Firearms Officer of Alberta, in the country I live, and show him what we do, and have him pay a visit out here or something like that, along those lines, that'd make things a little bit easier for a person to obtain their license. So, I really like him. I'd like to come back over here. Right. So what else can I talk about? I'm going to be here forever, and I hope it doesn't rain on my parade. If so, there's always tomorrow, I guess. I can't think of anything else. Leave your comments. See you soon.